Was it gentrification when you're hosting it, right? It actually was. That's when it was gentrification, Joey. You didn't even know it. The award show wasn't getting ratings. It dived when it was diving before you got there. When you got there, it really died.
Fat Joe makes controversial remarks about BET and Benzino responds. Let's talk about it. This is Fresh Hip-Hop Opinion with your guy Oleezeh. Don't forget to subscribe. So yes, Fat Joe has been talking and he's put his foot in his mouth again. He was speaking on his podcast that he has with Jadakiss from The Locks. Now there's been talk about how the BET Hip Hop Awards and the Soul Train Awards ratings have been dropping big time to the point where those award shows have been suspended by BET. And Fat Joe and Jadakiss obviously were speaking about it. And here's what Joe had to say regarding the whole situation. Check out the clip.
I got a different approach, man. Okay. My approach is factual. BET, this is a form of gentrification, what's going on right now. Right? So I don't know if y'all really want to ask me about this right here, right? So BET came up as a community station for black people, right? The urban culture. And our man, Bob Johnson, took the check. He sold it, first black billionaire, whatever the case may be. He sold it to Viacom and Paramount, MTV and them, VH1 and them. Little by little over the years, quietly, they've been firing a lot of people behind the scenes in BET, and everybody who has something to say, they've been firing them and this and this and that. And I know because I've been working on the BET Hip Hop Awards for 3 years. Was like the budget, not for me, but the budget just getting chopped and chopped and chopped. And last year, I debuted my single with Khaled in the VMAs, and Katy Perry still flying through the air in the VMAs. They still blowing out of the cannons. They still flying in the air. They still got all the tricks. They still got the budgets. They got the, I don't think I know this was like a form of gentrification. They kept underfunding them, and you ain't got no money to be creative.
Yeah, Fat Joe talking about gentrification, which is really strange because what he described wasn't even the definition of gentrification. I truly do believe Fat Joe just likes to talk about anything just to go viral these days. There's just been too many random things he has said that either don't make sense or is an over-exaggeration. And this just falls into it doesn't make sense. I personally just do not agree with Joey Crack. But someone else who doesn't agree with Joey Crack is Benzino. He reacted to Fat Joe's comments. Check out the clip.
Fat Joe said it's gentrification after they let his host the awards 2 years earlier. And the ratings were the worst ever after he hosted it. Now this was the Hip Hop Awards show, right? Why he gonna get on there and say gentrification? Like, gentrification from what? From who? Was it gentrification when you was hosting it, Joey? Stop, man. Joe, you're putting out too much misinformation on the internet, bro. You gotta do better, man. You have a great catalog. Your accomplishments in hip hop are pretty up there, but it's like, to me, you're ruining it with this bull. We ain't gonna talk about the lies and the beating up the kids, the 100 kids in the gym, because everybody got their stories. I respect it. But the BET Awards, to say it was gentrification after you hosted it, after it was worst award show ratings ever, nah. And then come and say it was gentrification, that's a slap in BET's face, Joe, and a slap in the coach's face. It wasn't gentrification when you was hosting it, right? Come on, man. You gotta do better, bro. Man, so back to Fat Joe, man. It ain't gentrification, it's just that BET just didn't know how to put on the awards. Once they did the Hip Hop Awards, and with the awards, it was too much. They should have kept the BET Awards. They should have had a real healthy rap part in there. Because the BET Awards have always been great, the award show. But they started going away from the older legends. When they put the legends on and made it older, it was good. They transformed the regular BET Awards to the Hip Hop Awards, and they already had the Hip Hop Awards.
That was a
Point
mistake.
BET's award show was legendary. The awards, not the hip hop. Only the Source Hip Hop Awards did it right for hip hop. But when Fat Joe comes up here and says, "Oh, it's gentrification," man, get the out of here. Was it gentrification when you're hosting it, right? It actually was. That's when it was gentrification, Joey. You didn't even know it. The award show wasn't getting ratings. It dived when it was diving before you got there. When you got there, it really died.
Yeah, fam. Benzino bringing up how Fat Joe keeps lying all the time. I've even seen YouTube videos about all the times Fat Joe's been caught out lying. And obviously the most recent was Fat Joe saying he beat up like 70 kids when he was in high school, robbed them, and even the kids that he robbed helped him take the items back home. Just outlandishly ridiculous statements that even Fat Joe don't believe that. Obviously there's a time where Fat Joe said he made a whole album with Biggie, and everybody around Biggie said this isn't true. After over 25 years or so since Biggie is gone, why had those songs never come out, never been released? Cause it's all cap, Joey Crack. There's statements about BET. Benzino was right. Fat Joe said everything was getting cut, the budget, things were going downhill when he was there. And then Fat Joe says now it's gentrified. Gentrification's going on. And Benzino simply saying the gentrification started when you was there, Joey, when the ratings were plummeting, on the floor, not doing too well. Now is Fat Joe just trying to get viral moment once again to build up him and Jadakiss's new podcast? It's quite possible. I mean, they have had quite a few viral moments already. I think Joey Crack just needs to be careful. He's already got a real bad reputation of lying. I think the nickname they've got for him is Cap Joe, because he's always capping. It won't bother him that Benzino's added his 2 cents to the situation, but I think Fat Joe just needs to check the definition of gentrification. It doesn't even make sense in the context he's using it in. But he's got his viral moment, it's worked again, so maybe it's mission accomplished. But that's just my opinion. I want to know yours. Get in the comments, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And for less than $2 a month, you can join the membership, exclusive content just for you. This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion. Peace and love.